Hello everybody, this is Leandra and Kelly Roche. Today we're looking at all about foil, and I needed to do a foil project which got me thinking about all these different methods of foiling, so I ended up trying them all out. So let's look at the different options. This is Cricut's option. It comes with 3 tips. If you look carefully on the tip, you'll see there's 1 stripe for fine, 2 stripes for medium, and 3 for bold. This works well with a pressure foil. Now, not all foils are pressure foils, which we will show you in a moment. Let's look at some of the foils that are available. Now, this is the Cricut foil transfer kit. Foil comes in the small size, and then of course in your 12 by 12 size in different colors. We're sticking to golds for now. The Foil Quill, that's what it looks like when it's not in the machine, and these are the foils that it uses. This is the American Crafts foil, which we get from the States, and that is the Brother foil. Now the Brother foil works in the Brother machine with the glue pen. Quite great. Now there are other foils available as well, like the Go foil and Press foils, which come from the wholesaler. They are limited in size, so this can be a little bit of a problem, which you just got to allow for. And then of course you get foil on the rolls. Now we have these rolls from when we had a foiling business. We used to print business cards. So you will notice that these are the size of business cards. That is a heat activated foil. Now the Go and Press foil is also a heat activated foil, which works quite nicely with the Cricut foil tool. The Foil Quill foil does not work with the Cricut one. It is a heat activated. It doesn't work at all. And when we went over it the second time, as you saw, it didn't really do anything to the paper. Although we've been over this twice with the heat machine, it was rather a disappointing result. Now I want to show you the other result. This was done earlier with the Cricut foiling kit and the Go Press foils. Now it was great, but you see that middle piece there? That is where I had the join. So my tape was interfering with my pressure. So this would work great on smaller projects, but on big projects, not good to have the tape in the middle. The tape had done so well. Anyway, I ran downstairs to go and fetch some of the Cricut foil sheets. We're now going to use the Cricut foil sheet and see what that result looks like. One of the pluses about the Cricut foil, it has the tape with it. Now the tape we were using just now is the Foil Quill tape. It works great as well. It's a washi tape. We have got other washi tape we can use. But now we're going to use this one. You can see I've got a 12 by 12 sheet out of rose gold. And let's see how this one works. Now, in order to use the foil tool, the Cricut foil tool, I need to go back and change my artwork to... Okay, so that was our Foil Quill. The Foil Quill is from an independent third-party company. It goes in our A-clamp. It uses an adapter, which is a C adapter for Cricut, obviously. And when you're doing the artwork, you would set it up as a pen. Now, this is with their foil, the Foil Quill. This is their gold foil. And a very disappointing result. I'm sure you agree. Right, let's load up the next one. When you're putting your housing in, push it down and clamp it, and it should be good to go. Now again, we're going to tape down our foil over our mat. In order for me to use my Cricut foiling tool and my Cricut foil that's on my mat now, I need to go back and change my artwork, because when I did the artwork I had my T set down as draw in order to use my Foil Quill. So click on that and just go to foil, and you choose fine, medium or bold. In this case I'm using bold. I just need to close these to get to my bottom one. And this should be this one. Open it up. Change my pen to foil and bold. I'm going to use the bold one. Let's be daring, and then we're going to tell the machine to make it. And we're going to go through the process as per normal. I have everything on my mat perfectly. I'm in fact using craft board, so I'm going to just select my craft board, and then we're going to go to the machine. Craft board. I always with craft board to say a little more pressure please, and I'm going to load my mat. Now you'll see it goes fairly slowly, which is fine because it needs the pressure and the time to press it down. Absolutely perfect, every part of it. Wow. Wow. Okay, let me go cut. And for those that haven't seen my little hack, it wasn't my invention. I saw somebody else do it, but boy does it work. When your vinyl is so rolled up, put your mat under your machine and roll your vinyl off. Now please, I'm actually working with one hand because I'm holding the camera in the other hand, and look how easy it is. Let's have a quick look at working with foil. Now, most foils will work. You get a heat activated foil and you get a press activated foil, but we generally find that they all work. So, okay, don't look at the fact that I'm using a pink mat. Yes, you can use a pink mat in an emergency, and this is an emergency. I need to foil something quite urgently, and it's the only mat I can find that is still sticky. And I don't feel like washing mats. Okay, the Cricut foiling tool. This is what it looks like. It has 3 different tips, and you can choose between the 3 different tips you've got. You can identify them by the fact that the one on the left hand side has 1 stripe, the one in the middle has 2 stripes, and the one on the right has 3. So the one on the right is your heavy, middle is medium, and the 1 stripe is light. And like your housing that you use for your blade, you would put in whichever one you want. Now I'm going to use the medium one, so I'm going to take the one with 2 stripes and preferably not lose the others. Slippery little buggers those. Put it in your machine. It goes in the B clamp, and we are then ready to feed our mat through. Going to Now you'll see I have taped my foil down very well. I do have the magnetic mat, but again, it's actually downstairs in the studio downstairs, and it's raining, so I don't want to go down the stairs. Me and the stairs are not friends. You want your foil nice and taut, so you want it so it's not crumpled up. Now you do get foil in full 30 centimeter lengths, and you get it in from different suppliers, different lengths. I'll show you what the different ones look like. Obviously, I do have Cricut as well, but the Cricut doesn't have this particular one. Now, I've taped it down very well, so let's hope that it sticks and it does the amount of foiling we want done, because we are actually doing teapot. We're doing the lace for the teapot in the foil. Now, it's busy transferring the design at the moment, and it's going to take a while. While our machine is foiling away there, I thought I'd just share some of the different foils with you. Now, the Go Pressing foil, lovely foil to use, but it is limited to that size. The foil that we use for the Foil Quill, which is a different system, but we can use the foil, comes in 30 centimeter pieces, very nice. I also have some of the American Crafts foil. I have Brother foil, and I have Cricut foil. So I have a variety of foil. Now I also, because we had a foiling business where we used to print foiled business cards for people, we used to work off the big rolls. So I have a lot of rolls as well, but my rolls are the size of business cards. And in order for me to do a full sheet like I'm doing there, I've taped together and kept it pretty taut. So the only one I have in stock for myself to use at this stage is this one. But it wasn't shiny enough. This is for an 80th birthday party, and we wanted to really be shiny and glittery. I'll keep you posted.